Hi, Colleen. Welcome to our house.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, I'm glad you
excited
came
to meet
because
you.
we have something in common. I think it's a person called Lucy Gonzalez Parsons. What brought you to interest in Lucy Gonzalez Parsons?
Well, I started researching the Haymarket Affair when I was in 5th grade, and I was really fascinated by it, and there was one name that kept coming up, and it was Lucy Parsons. So I decided I wanted to do a little bit of research on her, and as I kept going, I got more and more intrigued by her, and I decided that I wanted to continue to research her, and I have for the past 2 years or so.
Now, you're only in the 7th grade. I mean, and then you produced a video kind of life of her, am I correct? Could you just tell us something about that?
It was a fun process. I didn't really know much about video before I started, but I watched videos about it, and I taught myself how to record, and I thought it was a really fun medium to use because I could show pictures of her as well as some videos and use sound effects, and it was more open than I thought using a board or anything was, and I was really excited about it, and it really got me interested in the whole creation of my project that I now have, and Lucy Parsons I thought was a great topic to use for this medium, and yeah, I just thought it was.
This is a school project, right?
Yes, this is.
And it's to be submitted for some issue that's being discussed, or what?
Yes, it's history fair. I did it in 5th, 6th, and 7th grade, and I just moved on from the school level, so I'm gonna keep tweaking it and adding changes and continuing to try to improve my project.
Well, we just have finishing up an afternoon here in which we talked about your work and my work and how they seem to come together. And this has been just fascinating for me. I mean, I've had people come and talk to me about my work, but never anybody quite so young and quite so accomplished. Wow. So you're going to want to go on and do other kind of work like this?
I want to continue to study Lucy Parsons and labor history and more about the Haymarket Affair. I just want to keep learning as much as I can and
That's
keep trying to
wonderful.
spread the story of Lucy Parsons and how much she impacted us.
Well, I think your video is going to take it a long way. Is there anything you'd like to add?
I thought that the most interesting part about Lucy Parsons is that no one seems to know about her as much as we should, because she was radical and she trailblazed through our history, and her work was kind of covered up. And I think that might have been because the world wasn't ready yet for a black female activist. And she continues to inspire people today, and I think that my goal is just to make her more well known for everything that she did for the labor movement and for civil rights and women's rights, and she deserves to have her story told.
Well, I couldn't agree more. That's what got me into the whole subject to begin with, and I'm so glad you stumbled across one of my articles. And I think we should tell those people who are watching this that I hope we're going to get this video out when you have finished one version that you're pleased with, and let people see it, because I think you're going to get a lot of attention for Lucy, which is your goal, right? Anything else you wanted to add?
I'm really glad I got to meet you. I've been hoping to get to know you so we could talk about Lucy Parsons, and because I've never met anyone else who's shared the same kind of views about Lucy Parsons as I have, and the same excitement, and I'm really glad I got to.
Well, I'm glad I got to meet you and to find out what you're doing, and it's just delightful to work with you. And I really look forward to continuing to communicate, and we're going to get that video out so a lot more people learn about Lucy Parsons. I guess anything else, or is that it?
I think that's it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.